I know I'm a little late with this video, but nevertheless, here it is. First, I'm going to talk about Kinect, and I'm probably going to spend 10 minutes on this. I'm going to do a separate video talking about Move. But in this video, I want to start off with Kinect, and I want to talk about how, and why it's not going to, it's not going to have any effect on the Wii. Not a dent put in its armor. Let me give a few reasons why. Firstly, people, and I know you've heard this before, and people already done videos, but like I said, I gotta do mine too. You need buttons to do certain things. You need buttons to do certain things. Natal is limited because it doesn't have any buttons. So basically, what you guys are limited to when you're playing a Kinect game is just, swinging your arms. What you're able to do on screen on the game is going to be very limited to probably like one, two, maybe three commands. You need buttons. And I know like what a lot of people say. A lot of people say, well, you can use a controller in, combination with Kinect. Well, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? If you're using the controller, then why would you need Kinect, in the first place? Now, the only, way I can imagine, you know, in a non-contradictory way that you could use Kinect is if, you're using a controller to play it normally, but you use Kinect for like voice recognition. So you can like call out a command, like like calling the airstrike, say the coordinates to where you want the airstrike to come, out loud, something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. But if you guys are talking about, like playing a first person shooter and then throwing your arm to use a grenade when you can just tap a button, it's just, you see what I mean? It's pretty redundant, it's stupid, it's unnecessary, and it makes no sense. Now, another thing that bothers me about Kinect is that you can't move. You can't move. Guys, look at every Kinect game they've shown. What do you notice? All of them are on rails. You can't control your movement. If there's some game out there, because I haven't seen them all, because I don't go and look up Kinect things because it's a failed device in my opinion. But if you guys notice all the games, notice they're all on rails. The Star Wars games, you slash up the stormtroopers, then you dashes forward, you stop, attack, dash forward, stop, attack. You see what I mean? It's on rails. That like obstacle course, I guess you could call it thing they showed at E3 where those two guys are playing. What you notice? On rails. And I know some of you are going to bring up that Forza demo for Kinect. The thing about that is that he would sit down and then he'll activate the little montage thing, and then he'll stand back up. So that's why he was able to move around the car because he was able to stop his position, and then get back up, like that. That's the reason why he was able to move right there. But that's not going to work in say a fast-paced game, like an FPS or something. So I don't see how Kinect could be done with hardcore games if you can't move. And see, here's the problem, people. I understand. I know what a lot of you are going to say. It's casual. It's not for the hardcore gamers. The problem is Microsoft saying that it can do hardcore games. That's the problem. They keep saying that it can do hardcore games. Hardcore gamers will love it. Yet they're not showing us any. They're not showing us any. It's like let me think of an example. It's like Nintendo saying the Wii can run Killzone 2, but they can't show it. It's like that. I usually come up with better examples than that, but you guys get the point. The problem is that Microsoft is saying things that they're not proving, and that's making them look bad. That's the problem. Now, if they came out and said Kinect is for the casuals, it's for the expanded audience. We're not trying to get the hardcore into this. It's not for the hardcore. If they did that, fine. I would have no complaints. I would say nothing about Kinect. But Microsoft in their lying ways, Microsoft is just huge liars, huge liars, huge liars. Talking about you can do hardcore games, but they're not showing it. Prove it, Microsoft. Prove it. Prove it. And here's another thing. Another reason why Kinect is gonna fail: the pricing, $150. And of course, a lot of Kinect defending fanboys, they always want to say, well, you gotta buy four controllers, then four sub controllers for the Wii and PS3. Uh, no, you don't. What if you don't have four people living in your house? Or what if you're just a solo gamer who wants to do motion control? You can only buy one. And here's another thing: Kinect only supports up to two people. Now, I know what some of you are going to say, no, it's showing videos with four people. Well, in those videos where it's showing four people, it's like those game show games, and stuff like that. An active game, like that obstacle course where those guys were, stuff like that, that's only two players. So, to make a fair comparison, Kinect really only supports two people at a time. So, if you add the pricing of two Wii remotes and two nunchucks. Actually, you get a Wii remote and a nunchuck, in the box. So actually, you just have to buy one Wii remote and one more nunchuck, and you can support two people. It still doesn't go over the price of Kinect. And what about for the people, who already have bought 360s and they want to get Kinect? Because I know like there'll be bundles where it's like cheaper, probably like like 300 and something dollars for Kinect. But what if somebody has bought a newly purchased 360 for $300, and then they have to buy Kinect? That's $450 for a gimpy, not even a fully functional, perfected device. I mean, that's ridiculous. Just buy a Wii. Buy a Wii, $200. And make that like 260 for two controllers. Heck, like buy four, and that's still probably not going to add up as much, as 450. So either way, you see what I mean? And here's another reason why Kinect will fail. It's not accurate. People have said you can't sit down. People have said that it has problems picking up little kids because they're too short. You have to wear space ponchos just to play Kinect. Of course, I'm just kidding about that, but you know, uh, obviously, electronic devices in your pockets can interfere with it. Obviously, since people have to wear those ponchos to, disable their devices. I mean, and here's another thing: Nintendo and Sony, they came to Nintendo. Nintendo and Sony with that technology first, and they both denied it. They put it down. If Nintendo and Sony, put down something supposedly innovative and new, that's how you know something is wrong with it. That's how you know something is wrong with it. If Nintendo denies it. But yeah, it was either Miyamoto or Iwata that one of them said, everything you do in Kinect, you could do with what they call the accelerometers, something like that, in gyroscopes. Well, which is true. You could basically imitate the same thing, except of course more accurate. Like the Wii remote and nunchuck and move, they're actually more accurate than Kinect. For instance, that Kinect sports games, people who've done hands-on of that, they've actually said that you can't put spin on the ball because Kinect can't detect your wrist movements. So how are you gonna put spin on the ball? You see what I mean? It makes no sense. Now with the Wii and the PS3 for that matter, it can detect your wrist movements because you're holding something in your hand that the systems can pick up. When you twist your hand, you're twisting, the gyroscopes, accelerometers, whatever it's called, and the Wii can pick that up. Can't do that with Kinect. That little obstacle course thing, get a balance board. You see what I mean? All that stuff could be mimicked, but better on the Wii. So there's like really no point of getting Kinect if you're in the motion control. Now Kinect for its outside of gaming usage, I think it's awesome. Navigating the menus and everything, calling somebody up saying Xbox play, Xbox stop. Although all you gotta do is press A if you want to play a video. But it's still cool. Although some of that stuff may be redundant, it's still at least kind of cool. But when it comes to gaming, it's just not gonna cut it. Kinect is Microsoft's last hurrah. This is desperation. This is Microsoft's desperation. This is their do or die. They are getting desperate, so they are releasing this iToy 1.5. That's because that's pretty much what it is, people, and it can't be denied. But this isn't gonna affect the Wii in any shape, form, or fashion. Like I really do not see a threat at all. But look forward to my move video and some of those other videos that I promised I would do, and in that previous video I did. I'll see you guys later.